Lady Luck 7.
Come on, Doc, get that bandage off.
Joel, you just gotta be patient.
Now just relax. I'll get this right off.
You're gonna be all right, Joel.
Is it almost off?
Almost.
Oh, I just know it's a beautiful day outside. When I was out there, I could smell it. Oh, and the sun felt like it was beaming down. I can't wait to see it.
It is. It is a beautiful day.
All right, Joel, now just hold still.
All right.
All right, there. Bandages are off. Now slowly open your eyes.
What is it, Joel?
I can't see.
Can you see anything?
I can't see anything.
All right, Joel, now this might just be temporary. We're going to do more tests.
Joel, it's just too soon.
I can't see. Marlene, Dr. Holland, leave me alone for a minute, please.
Joel.
Leave me alone.
Come on, Marlene. Come on.
How'd your rehearsal go?
Just great.
I can't wait to hear you sing again.
Is that a fact?
That's fact.
Well, I'll sing for you just about any time, any place.
Is that a promise?
That's a promise.
Hi, you guys.
You got great timing, Ruby.
Well, sorry. I was just looking for Mark.
I don't know where he is, but he should be around somewhere, because he wanted to talk to you, Ricky.
Well, you know, he keeps a file in Rena's office. Maybe I should go check it out, see if he's in there.
Yeah, why don't you go check it out, see if he's in there.
Bye.
Bye.
Now, let me see. Where were we? Oh, yes, I think I remember.
Oh, Ricky.
Well, you must be Ricky Decker.
Hello, Reena.
What do you want?
Came by to see Allison.
Her office is down the hall.
I was there. I know. She wasn't. I left a message.
I'm sure she'll contact you if she wants to.
Oh, I'm sure she will, yes.
I am busy.
Well, I thought as long as I was at the building, I'd come by and remind you of something.
I know what you remind me of.
Very good. Yeah.
What did you want to say, Justin?
Our little bet, Reena. Exactly 1 month from today, payment is due.
I don't scare easily, Justin.
In 1 month, Reena, we'll be in that hotel in Dallas. Together.
Texas. The first part part of Texas is brought to you by the comfortable diaper. Love's disposable diapers.
Well, look who's here.
Well, howdy, Paige.
Well, howdy yourself, stranger. Who's this handsome young man you have with you?
Oh, he sure is a sight, isn't he, huh?
Oh, he's getting so big, Billy Joe. He's gonna want to start walking around by himself soon.
Yeah, he's sprouting up kind of fast, huh?
So what are you two up to this afternoon, huh? Taking an afternoon stroll?
A stroll? Heck, no, we just came from the park and we just played ourselves a little game of baseball.
Baseball?
Yeah.
Billy Joe Jr., aren't you too young to be playing baseball?
Well, actually, yeah, we got our own version of the game.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, it's not your usual run-of-the-mill kind of baseball.
Oh, I see.
In fact, it's pretty stupid, but we have a lot of fun.
Well, besides baseball, how's everything going?
Oh, just fine.
Just fine?
Not just fine. We both miss Nita like the dickens.
Yeah, I thought so.
In fact, that's the other reason why we stopped by. I figured you knew Nita's traveling agenda, and, well, I just haven't heard from her. She's got me a little worried.
Oh, as far as I know, Billy Joe, she's in New York City today.
Well, she probably's been trying to reach me, but I'm out half the time, but whenever I call her, she's at some meeting, and I never did figure out that time difference stuff, but I guess we just haven't been able to connect, that's all.
You will. I know that that's number one on Nita's mind.
You think so?
I know so, Billy Joe. You know how hectic those business trips get. Won't be much longer, though.
Well, I'm glad to hear that, because I've been thinking about nothing but Nita lately. Him, too.
You know, it takes a pretty big man to be doing what you're doing.
And what's that?
You're being very understanding. Nita's one very lucky lady.
Heck, no, we're the lucky ones. Isn't that right, buddy, huh? We're the lucky ones. Look, we better get going here. We got a lot to do today, huh? Come on, let's go, buddy.
Billy Joe,
Yeah?
come by anytime, okay?
Thanks, Paige.
I'm glad you stopped by.
So am I. Say goodbye to Aunt Paige. Say goodbye.
Bye, Billy Joe Jr. Goodbye.
Goodbye, Paige.
Bye. See ya.
Bye-bye. Come on, bud. Here we go. Come on.
Aha! Got you use the boss's office.
Hi, Dad.
Figuring on moving up soon?
No, not hardly. I was just waiting for Justin to get back. You're in an awfully good mood.
That I am, son, that I am. I don't have to have your mother on my back about finding the right apartment. She's finally taken to one.
Terrific.
I thought you'd like that. Your mother's out right now picking out furniture and rugs and paintings, spending my money, which has always been her favorite pastime.
Tell me, Dad, exactly where is this located?
Well, that's the funny part. It turns out the one she likes is not too far from your place. As a matter of fact, it's right next door. Real lucky considering how picky your mother is.
Somehow I figured she'd come across something she liked right near me.
Now, we don't want you to feel like we're trying to horn in on your life, trying to run things.
Of course not.
On the other hand, we don't want you to be a stranger either. No. Now that we're going to spend a lot of time here in Houston, we'll be expecting to see a lot more of you.
Great.
That's another reason I'm here. I want to set up a little dinner so we can celebrate.
Well, isn't it a little early? I mean, you haven't even moved in yet.
Oh, we don't have to wait for that. We can go out somewhere and celebrate. Besides, I want to talk to you a little bit more about leaving Marshall Oil and getting into your own business.
Dad, come on.
I just got a few more ideas I want you to hear out.
Dad!
Now, you get on back to work. I'll give you a call and set up something real soon.
I thought probably you forgot the date.
Hardly.
1 month, Reena, 1 short month, and you will be mine.
I'll never be yours, Justin. Never again.
Oh, yes, you will. Even if it's just for one night.
Don't be so sure.
I think you should mark it in your calendar here so that you won't forget exactly where you will be on that night. Oh, I almost forgot. By the way, I think you should remind yourself of those 2 gowns you're going to wear. The ones I like so much.
Are you quite finished?
Yes, I am.
Good. I wouldn't look forward to that evening if I were you.
Don't tell me, Reena, you're going to back down on this bet. If anything, I thought you were a woman of your word.
I am more of a woman than you'll ever know. And I also keep my word. Still a month, Justin. A lot of things can happen in a month. Things can change.
Oh, nothing's going to change.
I could just see you packing your bags, leaving Texas.
You're just whistling Dixie.
Oh, now, wait a minute. You're not thinking of backing down on your half of the bet, are you?
Why would I think that? I mean, nothing's going to happen.
Don't be so sure.
Marshall Oil is going great. We're rolling 7s.
Sooner or later, you'll roll snake eyes.
Reena, don't you know by now that I have a feel for this? I'll have you in Dallas.
Get out of here.
I probably won't see you, Reena, before the big night, but I just wanted to tell you how much I am looking forward to it. My hat. Goodbye. Ruby!
Justin. What can I do for you, Ruby?
Oh, I was just looking for Mark.
As you can see, obviously, he's not here.
Obviously. But Justin Marshall was.
Yes. What is that supposed to mean?
Nothing. It was just strange to see him in your office.
Ruby, I've got a lot of work to do. Goodbye.
Yeah, it sure is strange seeing you and Justin Marshall together.
If you don't mind...
Let's see, when was the last time I saw the 2 of you in the same place? Oh, it was in that hotel in Dallas. Now, let's see, how long ago was that?
All right, Ruby. Come on. What do you have in your mind? What are you after?
Not after anything. Nothing
that's
at all.
surprising. Huh.
I'll bet Mr. Wheeler wouldn't be too happy to know that Justin was in here with you.
Oh, Ruby.
But then again, maybe he knows all about you and Justin and Dallas.
You take your insinuations and get out of here.
Hey, Reena. Ruby, what are you doing here?
Well, I came to see you.
Mark, would you please take this person out of here? And if you know what's good for you, you'll get her out of your life.
Hey, now, Reena, hold on a minute. Some way to talk to Ruby.
Oh, come on. Don't tell me she's got the wool pulled over your eyes. Can't you see what she is? She's a cheap... Cheap? Yes,
Reena, hey! Now, hold on a minute here. I think you owe Ruby an apology.
Forget it, Mark. There's no need for an apology. Reena and me both know who's pulling the wool over whose eyes.
This is an office, and I have work to do.
Come on, Ruby.
Ricky, this is my mother.
How do you do, Mrs. Wheeler?
Please call me Judith. It's nice to meet you, Ricky. I've heard so much about you. And I'm glad you took such good care of Brett. I don't mind telling you I was worried about her.
Well, actually, Brett does a pretty good job of taking care of herself.
Yes, so I'm finding out. I've been trying to track your father down. Do you happen to know where he is?
He had to leave the building. Business conference.
Oh, well, I'll catch up with him later. I am glad I ran into the 2 of you, though.
Yeah, why's that?
Well, I'm giving a little dinner celebration tonight, and I want you and Ricky to be there.
I don't know.
Now, Brett, you wouldn't. You'd break my heart. Come on, you're one of the guests of honor. You and Ricky and Mark and Brant and the other little girl that was with you.
Ruby.
Yes, Ruby. Mark seems to be very fond of Ruby.
Yeah, well, Mom, look, about this dinner, I don't think that...
Vivian now already has everything prepared. You're not going to let me down, are you, Ricky?
Oh, I wouldn't think of it, Mrs. Wheeler.
Good. Judith, by the way.
I would love to come, Judith.
Oh, Brett, when you see Mark later, will you tell him about the dinner? I have 100 other things to do, and I'll come back and get your father later. It was nice meeting you, Ricky.
Same here.
I'll look forward to seeing you tonight.
I'll be there. Well, your mother is quite a lady.
Oh, she's quite a lady, all right.
You know, I think I better get going if I'm going to make this dinner tonight. I want to go over and see Joel in the hospital.
Look, Ricky, about this dinner, I don't know.
Brett, you can't back out now. Besides, it sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah, a lot of fun.
I'll catch you later. Bye.
Yeah, later.
Well, there's no trick to it. That's to get the shell out of the egg once you got it in there. So you got to scoop it out like this. You see? Anyways, yeah, you got to scoop it out. Oh, boy. Okay, hold on there, buddy. Here, wait. Here, have some jam, all right? I'll be right back. Hold on here. Don't go away. Don't go away. Hello?
Hi, Billy Joe.
Nita? Hi, Nita. We were just talking about you.
How are you? How's the baby?
Honey, I can hardly hear you.
Well, can you hear me better now?
Just barely, darling. Must be a bad connection.
Well, I can't hear you very well either.
Oh, well, that's good. That's good. Wait a minute. Wait.
Honey, is there something wrong?
It's the toaster, honey. Hold on here. I'll be right back. Hang on. The toaster's burning. The toaster's burning. Hold on. Here, have some toast. Yeah, I'll be right back. Hold on. Hello?
Listen, honey, you want me to call you back?
No, honey. I'm just fixing me and the baby some lunch.
Oh, I miss you. I miss the baby.
Honey, what'd you say?
I said I miss him.
Oh, honey, he's fine. Oh, Nita, he knows you're here. He knows you're on the phone, I mean. He wants to talk to you. Hold on, okay?
Hi there. Oh, give him a kiss for me, okay?
What'd you say?
I said give him a kiss for me.
Honey, this is a bad connection. I can't hear a word you're saying. Look, are you at the hotel?
Yes?
Well, let me call you right back, all right? Yeah, it's right. It's right here on next to the phone, written down. Okay. I'll call you right back. Bye-bye. Hey, buddy. You know who that was? That was your mommy. That was your mommy. Hey, it was your mommy. You want to talk to mommy? No, she's here. Hold on. We're going to...
Oh, come in.
Miss Wright? I have the mock-ups for the designs down the hall for you to see.
Oh, can you wait just a minute, Kitty? I'm expecting a phone call.
Well, you should really see them now, Miss Wright. Everybody's waiting for you.
Yeah, right, okay, I'll be right there.
Okay, you all set to talk to mommy, huh? You all set to talk to mommy? Hold on here. Just let me dial, all right? I'm going to dial for it real quick. That's it, Slugger. We missed her again, huh? Let's see if we can salvage them eggs. All right? Come on, let's go. Yo!
Joel, you're gonna be all right. I just know it.
Marlene, I'm sorry that I hollered at you a while ago. I just couldn't talk about it right then.
It's all right. You're gonna be able to see again. The doctors won't give up. Now, they'll keep on trying. You just gotta remember that.
Hey, Joel, you got your bandages off. How's it feel to see again?
Ricky.
Ricky?
What's going on?
Ricky, Joel.
No, Marlene. I'll tell him. Ricky, I can't see you.
What?
I'm blind.
Blind? Why?
Lying out there in the sun all the time.
I'm sorry. I didn't know.
Hey, Ricky. I'm gonna handle this. And I don't want you worrying about it.
Joel.
And I don't want any pity. You got that?
Yeah. Yeah, I got that. Are they gonna do more tests?
Yeah. Doc said they'd do some more. I tell you, there's been one good thing to come out of all this.
Yeah, what's that?
And that's that little beacon of hope right here. Lorraine's the best thing that's ever happened to me.
Yeah, she sure is. So, what happens now?
Well, first thing is to get out of this place and get into some therapy and learn to live with it.
You're really something else, you know that?
Yeah, I think I've heard that one before.
Never known anybody quite like you, Joel.
And Ricky, don't be going around spreading gossip on me.
No, I wouldn't do that.
TJ, I just saw your daddy out in the hallway. He isn't having second thoughts about coming to work for Marshall Oil, is he?
No. He just dropped by to let me know that he and my mother have found an apartment right here in Houston.
That's great news. Listen, maybe we can get old Bert to come to work for us yet.
Yeah, well, I think that maybe having good old Burton come to work for us isn't the best idea in the world.
TJ, I still think you've got something against your daddy.
Well, let's just say that I know him better than you do.
Yeah. Well, I wish you knew somebody else real well.
Who?
Hannibal.
Well, I'm working on that. You haven't found out anything more about him either?
No, but I will. You can count on that. What do you got for me?
Oh, just some more leases. I want you to take a look at it. Seems like the work's all piling up since Ashley's been gone.
Yeah, but this trip is really important. She's got to get Gregory's birth certificate so we can get a move on with this adoption.
It's very important to you, isn't it?
TJ, right now, making that boy my son is the most important thing in my life.
Mark, I'm really sorry I caused that trouble between
Ruby,
you
I
and
just
Reena.
don't understand why Reena was so rude to you.
Well, maybe she was upset.
That's no excuse. Is my dad back yet?
No, he isn't. You know, I saw Justin Marshall coming out of her office right before I went in, and maybe he upset her.
Justin was in seeing Reena.
That's right.
That's still no reason for her to put you down the way she did, Ruby.
Oh, don't worry about it, Mark. I'm not going to let Reena get to me.
Yeah, well, I'm glad to hear that.
I have this really fantastic idea. I came over here to tell you about it. I even need your help.
Fantastic idea.
Yeah, are you ready for this?
I don't know. Try me.
I'm going to go on television. I'm going to tell the whole story of our adventures from beginning to end.
Ruby, what are you talking about?
I'm going to go on TV. It might even get national coverage, Mark. Isn't that a great idea? Oh, Brett, I'm glad you're here. I need to talk to you about something.
About what?
I'm going to need those artifacts.
What are you talking about?
I'm going to go on television.
Television?
Mm-hmm. I'm going to go on TV. I'm going to tell the whole story of our Hato Pa adventure. Except I need those artifacts because it makes it so much more, you know, realistic and authentic and everything. What do you think?
Stay tuned for the next part of Texas. And now, the next part of Texas.
Justin, I got your message. Is that anything wrong?
Now, what could be wrong?
Well, why'd you want to see me?
Oh, I just wanted to tell you that Ashley went back to Savannah.
Savannah?
Yeah.
Why'd she go back there?
She wanted to get Gregory's birth certificate.
What for?
Oh, so that we could adopt him faster.
That's great.
Yeah, I thought you'd like that.
It's really great. I'm glad you're going through with it.
Yeah? Yeah, well, we're going to be one big family now. Well, that is 3/4 of it. Gregory is very lonely now, Allison. What with Ashley gone and everything.
He loves you, and you know it.
Oh, I know that. But, I mean, I don't have much time to spend with him. I wanted you to know how much he misses you.
Justin.
Gregory needs you.
Justin, that's not fair. It's not fair to try and make me feel guilty about Gregory. He knows I love him.
He'd know it a lot better if you were living with him.
I don't want to argue about this.
You know what I don't understand? I don't understand you. Well, I really don't understand why you want to be living under the same roof with Reena Decker.
Rita and I get along just fine, Justin.
You are one in a million.
Why can't we just drop this, please?
I just want to do what's right, Allison.
Look, Justin, I'm really glad that you and Ashley are going through with the adoption, and I promise I'll drop by and see Gregory real soon, but right now I really have to get back to work.
Wait a minute, Allison.
I've got to run, Justin. Bye.
Hello, welcome to page 1. You come right on in. I'm Paige Marshall. Is there something I can help you with?
Yes, I'm Mrs. Grant Wheeler, and I've just arrived in Houston, and I'd heard some nice things about your boutique, so I thought I'd come by and see your fashions for myself.
Well, thank you. I've met Mr. Wheeler, and I think he's a very nice man. I didn't know you were in town.
Well, here I am.
Are you just visiting in Houston?
No, I think I'll be staying for quite some time. I'm visiting my husband and children, something I haven't been able to do in a long time.
Oh, that's lovely. Is there something special I can show you?
Yes, perhaps a silk scarf.
Oh, I'd be glad to show you what we have. So let me go get them.
Thank you.
All right, here we go. Show you these, Miss Wheeler.
I do hope your scarves are one of a kind. I wouldn't want to find myself in an embarrassing situation.
Rest assured, Mrs. Wheeler, you will be wearing an original. Would any of these be to your liking? Something like this, perhaps?
No, I think... Yes, this one.
Oh, that's lovely.
Would you have it delivered to my home, please?
Certainly. That's, Grant Wheeler's address.
Of course.
All right. Can I show you some of our clothes?
Yes, please do.
Excuse me.
Ruby, are you completely out of your mind? No. You want to go on television and tell about High Topaz?
What's wrong with that?
What's wrong with that? Don't you realize what a disaster that would be?
Brad, I've got the right to tell my part of the story to whoever wants to hear it.
Ruby, you can't do this.
Oh, listen, if you're worried about me telling about the part of you getting a little crazy and seeing that Sutar guy standing up on the rock, I promise I'll leave it out,
Ruby,
okay?
that's got nothing to do with it. Look, you go on television, you tell about High Topaz, and every oil company in the country is going to be out there looking for that oil dome. And they could cause explosions, they could release that gas, it could endanger millions of lives. Did you think about that?
No, I didn't.
Well, think about it, please.
Oh, I'm sorry, Brad. I totally forgot about the danger thing.
Well, it's very real.
I know.
So you'll reconsider this?
It's too bad that's settled. I think Ruby's story would have been something else.
Listen, I gotta go.
Hey, aren't you going to see Rick?
No, I just saw him. He's over at the hospital seeing Joel. So I'll catch you guys later. Listen, Mom wants everyone over for dinner or something tonight.
Okay, thanks. Ruby, I'm going to go over to the hospital, see if I can't catch Ricky over there, okay?
Oh, I'm going to go with you. I want to see Joel anyway. You know, Mark, maybe I don't have to tell exactly where the place is when I go on television.
Thank you very much, Mrs. Wheeler. I hope you come back again.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Good afternoon.
Excuse me.
Big sale?
Hi. Bet you won't guess who that was.
I don't think I've ever seen her before. Should I know her?
Reed.
Mrs. Grant Wheeler. I didn't know she was in Houston.
But she is, and I think she's planning on staying.
Well, what do you know?
Small world, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
She's probably estranged from Grant, trying to make reconciliation.
Well, looks like Rena's got her work cut out for her, doesn't she?
Yeah. But you know, it's interesting.
What is?
Both sides are going to be wearing page 1 designs.
Oh, yeah?
Yep.
You're going to come out with a new line of battle fatigues?
Might not be a bad idea. Very chic battle.
Oh, well, of course.
So, to what do I owe the pleasure of this visit?
Well, I got some news for you.
News? What?
News that just might make you consider running off to the South Seas with me.
And what could this news be?
Well, hold on to your hat. Because Mr. and Mrs. Burton Canfield, as in good old Mom and Dad, Just found a place in Houston, right near mine.
Oh, TJ.
Seems like those two have done everything in their power to make me angry, and they're succeeding. I mean, especially after the way my mother treated you.
Well, you know, honey, I've been thinking about that.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, and I think I've sort of got it figured out.
Why don't you let me in on it?
Well, I just came to the conclusion that your mother is one of those women you have to get to know.
Yeah, you might be right. I just don't think you're going to have a real good time getting to know her.
Hey, Ricky, I've been looking for you.
How's Joel?
Nurse just took him down the hall for some more tests. Lurleen went down there to get a cup of coffee.
Oh, I want to talk to her. I'll be right back.
Oh, Ruby,
Ricky. Hey, come on, what's going on?
I gotta tell you what happened to Joel.
Thought he was doing fine. What's wrong?
Something is wrong.
What?
Thanks to Gretchen and whoever's behind her, my best buddy is blind.
Blind, Ricky?
Yeah. Been laying out there in the sun all that time after being shot.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Damn, Gretchen!
Hey, come on, hold on. I know you're upset. That's why I came here. I want to talk to you. Remember that guy that was shooting at us in the cantina?
Yeah, the one who was following me and Brett.
He's back here in Houston. He was over at Gretchen's apartment, checking it out, taking all their guns. Ruby and Lurleen saw him.
You think he took off?
No, I think he's still here. And you and I are going to go after him.
Good. Just another damn henchman. Wouldn't make much sense to let him stick around here and not take us to his boss.
My sentiments exactly. We all want to crack at that big man, you, me, and my dad.
All right. Count me in.
Good. Look, I haven't mentioned any of this to Brett, so I don't want her to worry, so don't tell her anything.
So we won't tell her anything.
Now all we have to do is figure out what our next move is.
Hi, Reena.
Hi, Annie.
Anything for me to do?
Yeah, some filing.
Okay.
Justin was in here earlier looking for you.
Yeah, I know. He left a message. I went over to his office and saw him.
Something wrong?
No, he just wanted to let me know that Ashley was out of town for a while.
Out of town?
Yeah, she flew back to Savannah.
Savannah?
Yeah, to get Gregory's birth certificate. They want to adopt him as soon as possible.
I don't understand that.
What?
How that man could be so kind, so loving where that little boy is concerned.
Really is something, isn't it?
Yeah, it's something.
It wasn't like that at first. When we first came here, Justin didn't want anything to do with Gregory. After 10 years of experience, I can tell you that little kid sure grows on you.
He's a terrific guy.
Yeah. He's the best, Reena. He's so kind, so caring about other people. So much fun to be with.
You miss being with him, don't you?
It's been kind of hard for me not to be able to play with him, to tease him, just to be there to watch him grow up. Justin tried to press me again to move back with them.
Are you thinking about it?
I told him that I've made my decision and I'm going to stick to it.
Well, you have a home with Mama and me whenever you want it.
It means a lot to me, Reena.
You mean a lot to us.
Well, I hate to be hurting Justin like this, but I have to have my independence from Ashley right now.
I understand that. Hopefully they will.
They say they do. I hope they do. Well, I better go file these.
I thought probably you forgot the date.
Hardly.
1 month, Rita, 1 short month, and you will be mine.
Damn you, Justin. Damn you.
What do you think you're doing, Gregory?
How'd you know I was here?
Don't you know I got eyes in the back of my head?
Oh, come off it, Marshall. Even I've heard that one before.
I guess there's no fooling you, is there?
Nope. did you see me?
That's just my little secret. What are you doing down here?
Oh, I finished my schoolwork, and I thought maybe I'd keep you company.
Oh, that's real nice of you, partner.
I didn't interrupt anything, did I?
No, I was just sitting here thinking.
What about?
My son.
You mean me?
I didn't know I had another son.
But it's not official yet, is it?
No, but it will be soon. How about a soda?
Sure.
All right.
Have you heard anything from Ashley?
No, but no news is good news.
But what if something goes wrong?
Nothing will.
Or what if something does go wrong? Like, maybe they won't let you be my father. What if they won't let you?
Listen, I don't want to hear that kind of talk. I will move heaven and earth if I have to. You are going to be my son. I promise you.
Maybe when Ashley comes back, everything will work like magic. And Allison will come home and live with us.
Gregory, I don't want you counting on that.
But it might happen, it could.
Gregory?
It will, I know it will.
Gregory, now, Allison said she'd stop by and see you real soon.
Oh, she always says that. Just gets more lonely all the time.
Well, you know, a little while, you may be singing a different tune, young man.
What do you mean?
Well, before you know it, you may have a brother and sister to keep you company.
Yeah, that'd be neat.
You like that?
I guess it'd be okay.
All right then, Gregory. If it's all right with you, I'm going to put an order in at the baby store. Ashley and I will go down.
Marshall.
What is it, Gregory?
I'm not a kid anymore.
Oh, excuse me. You know something? I think I need a break. What do you say the two of us, we go into that park downstairs? You want to do that?
Sounds okay to me.
Last one out is a rotten egg.
Stop it.
Oh, yeah.
No, you...
Hello, Reena.
Hello.
Have you seen my husband?
He's not in the building. He's at a conference.
He's certainly been there a long time. But then I know all about Grant and how he gets caught up in those conferences.
If you'll excuse me.
Reena, do you happen to know a good health spa for women in Houston?
Yes, try the workout. I understand they're accepting short-term members.
I have no intention of being in Houston on a short term. The workout. I'll give them a call. I find a health spa invigorating. It's a great way to stay in shape. You ought to try it sometime.
Have a nice day.
I plan on having a great day.
Billy Joe? Oh, hi, Roger. Yeah, I saw the mock-ups. Yeah, I do. I have it right here. You ready? Okay, now the black silk walking suit.
Yeah, let me have a room 721, please. What? Well, a message, huh? Yeah, you can tell her that, I mean, tell her that her husband and her son, no message at all. We'll just try to reach her later. Thank you very much. Hold on here, buddy. It's time to go, huh? We gotta hit the road. Let's go.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. Okay. Few minutes, I'll meet you down there. All right, see you then. Okay. Please be there. Oh, come on.
Texas will be right back.
Darlene, there you are. Looking all over for you. Where you been? I was out walking. Is Joel still down having them tests done? Yeah. What about Ricky and Mark? They went to get some coffee. Darlene, I told them my idea. What idea, Ruby? You know about going on TV and talking about our whole experience at Hot Tub Pond and everything? But Brett rained on my parade. Darlene, honey, what's wrong? What's the matter?
I can't help it, Ruby. I can't help it.
What's wrong?
Here I was worrying about how I looked. I mean, whether I was pretty or not.
Darlene, what are you talking about?
Joel.
What about Joel?
Joel is blind.
Blind? It's horrible.
I was here when Dr. Holland took the bandages off.
How's he taking it?
Like you wouldn't believe. He's just as strong as they come, Ruby. He's given me strength to go on.
Maybe it hasn't sunk in yet. You know, maybe he hasn't realized.
No, he knows. He's just one special man. He'd be upset if he knew I'd been crying. I just can't believe he's being so brave.
Darlene, you can cry. You need to let it all out. It's okay. You've been real good to him. You've helped him a lot.
I'm gonna keep on helping him, Ruby. I've got to. He needs me more than ever now.
Here we are, Joel.
That was one smooth ride. Thank you, darling.
And you are one good patient.
I know.
Modest, too. I'll be back in a little while to take some more of your blood.
More blood? What do you do with all that blood you drain off of me?
Now that's our little secret. I'll see you later.
Vampire. Lurleen? You?
I'm here, Joel. Ruby's here, and Mark and Ricky went to get some coffee.
Sounds like a regular party.
How'd the test go?
It's a piece of cake. I'm in really good shape, and I think they're going to be running me out here in a little while.
Joel.
Hey, Ruby. How are you?
I heard about your affliction. I'm real sorry.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to handle it. Right, Lurleen?
That's right.
This little lady right here has already started helping me, and with her by my side, I believe I can handle just about anything.
This part of Texas was brought to you by Spick and Span. Spick and Span. It helps your floor show its true colors. Starting Monday, be sure to look for Texas at its new time. Check your local listings.
Tuesday can map.
Rain and snow this afternoon, light snow tonight, ending Wednesday. Conditions on or near piers, breakwaters, and beaches are advised to exercise caution or avoid these areas until the waves subside. For the St. Clair River, Lake St. Clair, and Detroit River, northeast winds at 10 to 20 knots this afternoon, north at 15 to 25 knots tonight, becoming northwest at 10 to 20 knots Wednesday. Waves 1 to 3 feet on Lake St. Clair, 1 to 2 feet on the rivers. Light rain changing to snow tonight, flurries tonight and Wednesday. For the west shore of Lake Erie, small craft advisories are in effect. Westerly winds at 50.
Lurleen, you haven't said one word since we left the hospital.
I haven't?
No.
Joel is blind, Ruby.
Look, honey, I know it's a shock, but you can't let it get you down. Joel's taking it pretty well. He's being real brave.
I know he's being brave, but that's not going to be enough.
Well, it's a start.
That's all it is, a start. What happens next?
What do you mean?
Well, Joel's going to be getting out of the hospital soon.
Yeah, the doctor said he's doing real well. Pretty soon he's going to be well enough to travel.
But where's he going to go?
Well, home, I guess.
How? How is he going to go home? Who's going to be there to look after him?
Well, I suppose he's got some relatives.
No, he doesn't. Not in Houston. He can't go back to his old apartment, back to his old way of life. He's going to need help, someone to take care of him.
Yeah, I guess he does.
He's blind, Ruby. He's going to be coming out of that hospital into a whole different world.
Well, those look elegant. What's going on?
I'm just getting ready for the dinner party tonight, but it's not easy, because it is not easy to give a good dinner party on such short notice.
Oh, now don't let Mother hear you say that, Vivian. She's in the habit of expecting miracles.
No.
She's always having these brainstorms, and then she expects everyone to cater to her whims.
Well, I'm going to do my best for Mr. Wheeler's sake.
She's used to getting what she wants, even when she waits till the last minute.
I think this conference is going to do an awful lot of good, Reena. It's opening up all kinds of lines of communication.
Good.
Because our overseas representatives have got to have a freer exchange of corporate information. The people in Jakarta have got to know what the guy in Maracaibo is doing. Otherwise, there's no point in having any kind of company policies. And then Popeye said to Olive Oil, repeatedly, I am what I am, and that's all that I am. You're not listening to me, are you? Something wrong?
I'm sorry. I guess my head was someplace else.
Well, that's obvious. I could see it on your face. What were you thinking about?
Nothing in particular. Just hasn't been one of my better days.
Why? What happened?
Daddy came to the office this morning and we had a little chat. Didn't go very well.
About Vicky?
Yeah. Then I had a nice little run-in with Justin when he was looking for Allison.
What kind of a run-in?
Oh, something personal. It's not important.
Well, Reena, if it make you feel any better, I can always borrow him from these offices.
I wouldn't give him the satisfaction. It was nothing, Grant. He just caught me at the wrong time. And then I lost my temper and I yelled at Mark and Ruby.
Why, for heaven's sake?
I don't know. Just one of those days.
All right, then. We're going to have to do something about that, aren't we?
What?
Well, how about a small little dinner, just the two of us?
I wish I felt up to it, but I don't.
Well, we can always stay in.
Where?
Oh, that is a problem for us, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
I got a crowd at my house. What about you?
I'll call Beth right this minute, tell her to clear the house and to expect us for dinner.
What can I bring?
Oh, let's see. The most delicious, expensive wine you can think of.
Fine. I got some things I got to clear up here, and I'll be over.
All right. I'll be waiting for you. You're a lifesaver.
See you in about an hour.
All right.
Hello, Reena.
Hello.
Well, I finally tracked you down.
I haven't been hiding, Judith. I've been in conference most of the day.
Yes, I know. Your secretary told me she couldn't interrupt you.
Well, it's a very important conference.
Well, didn't she give you my message?
Possibly. Your wife called.
That's me. I wanted to let you know that I planned a very special dinner for us at home tonight.
Texas. The first part of Texas is brought to you by the first powdered detergent with a full-strength fabric softener built right in. Bold 3. Cleans, softens, controls static. Bold 3.
I've already made plans for dinner, Judy.
Well, then you'll have to change them.
I can't.
Look, this is a very special party. It's for Brett and Mark and Ricky Decker and the other little girl that was with them.
Her name, Judith, is Ruby Wright.
Yes, Ruby Wright. They'll all be there. Now, come on, this is a kind of a Thanksgiving supper to celebrate their safe return.
I would like to celebrate with them, Judith, but I won't change my plans, not tonight.
You're having dinner with Reena Decker.
Yes, I am, as a matter of fact.
Then I don't see the problem. I'm sure she'd understand.
Probably. But I have no intention of breaking this date. This dinner is important to Reena.
And my dinner is important to me. And to Mark. And to Brett.
That won't work, Judith.
What won't work?
Because I'm no longer susceptible to that kind of emotional blackmail, not anymore.
I'm sorry, Grant. I didn't intend to try to blackmail you. I didn't think that would be necessary. I mean, I thought you might enjoy having dinner with your family again.
I would, Judith, but you can't come in here at the last minute and expect me to change my plans to suit you.
What's the time on my message?
$10.
That's hardly the last minute, is it? I've been trying to catch up with you all day long.
I've been tied up, Judith.
In a conference.
A very important conference.
Yes, of course, my darling. You know, I have a feeling we have played this scene at least 100 times in Boston. Some things never change.
You're wrong, Judith. I have changed.
No, you're still married to your work.
No, this conference was an exception, Judith.
Uh-huh. Aren't they all? So you've made up your mind. You won't come?
That's right. We'll do it some other time.
All right, Grant. But the children and I will have our nice little celebration without you.
Sorry, Judith.
Like I said, some things never change. Stop.
No, we got.
It's too far. Back a little bit.
Right.
Stop.
That's it. I think this room is as ready as it's gonna be.
Yeah.
Looks good. Hope your mother thinks so.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of Mrs. Wheeler, I better go over to the World Oil Building and pick her up. You need me for anything else?
Everything's ready but the dinner itself.
Okay, then.
Drive carefully. Don't get lost.
Vivian, no one can get lost on the freeway.
Vivian, do you have a minute?
Sure. You want me to iron something for you?
No. I've been meaning to talk to you about my mother.
Oh.
Has she been giving you a hard time?
So I can handle it.
Mother can be very difficult and very demanding.
It's really all right. You know, I've had it very easy here since you and your dad moved in, and I think really that I've been a little too informal.
No, you haven't. Vivian, now, you're like family.
But I'm not.
Yes, you are. I feel that way, and I know that my dad and Mark feel the same way.
Well, thank you, Miss Brett. I appreciate that.
Well, you just keep that in mind when Mother gets difficult.
I will.
Well, I guess I better go change for this party, huh?
You look fine to me. You know, your mother said that it wasn't going to be a very fancy party.
Oh, I know exactly what she means when she says that. She used to pull that line all the time when we were little.
What do you mean?
It's a game to Mother.
A game?
A game. And who knows? Maybe I'm just old enough now to beat her at it.
Lurleen, I know it's going to be a whole different world for Joel when he gets out of the hospital. And I know it's not going to be easy for him. But he's a pretty strong guy. He's young, he's bright, he's got a great personality. If anybody's going to be able to handle this, he is.
I know he can handle it, Ruby. I just don't think he can do it alone.
Well, honey, he's not going to be alone. There are doctors and therapists that are going to help him.
That's not what I mean.
Honey, these people are trained just to work with handicapped people. They know exactly what Joel needs.
So do I. What Joel needs is a friend.
Well, he's got friends, Lurleen. He's got a lot of friends.
He doesn't need lots of friends. He needs a special friend. Someone that'll help him and see him through this bad time.
Well, yeah, I guess that is what he needs. Lurleen, don't tell me you're thinking of becoming this special friend yourself.
That's exactly what I'm thinking of.
Honey, do you have any idea how much time is involved in working with an invalid? You're not going to have any personal life left.
I wouldn't mind, Ruby, if I could help.
Well, what are you planning on doing?
I don't know. But something.
Where are you going?
I'm going back to the hospital.
Lurleen, you just came from there.
And I'm going back.
Why?
Dr. Holland is going to have a talk with Joel tonight, and I want to be there when he does. Be careful, okay? I will.
I just don't want to see you get too involved in something that isn't really your affair.
I gotta do what's right, don't I, Ruby?
Yeah, I guess you do.
I'll be okay. Really, I will.
I hope so, honey.
Hey, Vivian. Well, how's the grass work?
Getting set up for tonight.
Tonight? What, did I miss something? What's going on tonight?
The party.
What party?
The dinner party your mother's throwing in your honor.
My honor?
Yours and Miss Brett's.
She just said, all she mentioned was a dinner, not this.
Oh, I certainly hope she remembered to tell the other guests after all the trouble I've gone through.
Oh, Vivian, I wouldn't worry about it. What are the guests?
Well, your mother didn't give me any names, just numbers. 6.
6? Well, there's Mom, Brett, and me, that's 3.
And Mr. Wheeler makes 4.
No, I wouldn't count on him, Vivian.
It's his house.
I realize that. But no, he had some foreign representatives he was in conference with. Matter of fact, he might have to wine them and dine them tonight.
Oh, I hope he doesn't bring him here. This roast will only feed 6.
Yeah, I wonder who the other guests could be. Oh, well, we'll let it be a surprise. Mom likes surprises.
I know.
She's really something special, don't you think?
Well, she certainly is different from all the other members of your family.
Yeah. She has a special kind of flair. I'm really glad she's here, you know? We're able to spend some more time together and see each other again.
You haven't seen her in a long time, have you?
No, and she hasn't changed a bit. I mean, Brett and I have grown a little older, grown up. Dad's a little more mature, but Mom, you know, she's just as beautiful as ever.
She is a beautiful woman.
Vivian, you haven't seen her at her best. You wait until you see her tonight. Mom loves dinner parties, especially when she's giving them.
Well, that gives me something to look forward to.
Hello, Mama. Hello, honey. You look very nice this evening.
Thank you.
Are you going over to Hunt's place?
Yes, I am. Do you have any objections?
None at all. I suspect the daddy might, though. He came by my office this morning, and he was very upset about Hunt having been over here.
Your father and I have talked about that, and I think he knows where he stands.
Well, he can only blame himself, Mom. He can't expect you to sit around and wait for him to give up that other woman in Cuernavaca. Are you beginning to get serious about Hunt?
Now, why are you asking a thing like that?
I don't know. Just a feeling.
I think Hunt is a very nice man. I'm just beginning to realize how nice. How are things going for you?
Oh, for me, well, they could be a little better, but I don't have any complaints. Grant's coming over for dinner tonight. It'll be just the two of us.
Oh, good. If anything can make up for a bad day, that will. What was the problem? Was it Judith?
Not entirely. But as I thought, she's decided to stay in Houston to get closer to her children.
Uh-huh. I take it you're not buying that explanation.
Mama, let's just say that I'd be a whole lot happier if she were still in Boston.
Well, just try and keep her out of your mind tonight. Is Daddy here? No, he isn't. He called Beth and said he wouldn't be home until late. So, honey, the house is yours. Enjoy your evening.
You do the same.
I think I will. Good night.
Mrs. Wheeler. Hello, Ruby. Just a minute, please. That is the most amazing thing. Wherever did you find it?
Oh, well, it came with the place.
Well, it suits you. It's charming.
It's just an old Texas song. Won't you come in?
Thank you, dear. I'm sorry to drop in like this, but I let you slip through my fingers earlier today, and I wasn't going to let that happen again.
Well, I'm real glad you stopped by, Mrs. Wheeler. Can I get you something to drink? You know, tea, coffee, something like that?
Oh, I really don't have that kind of time. Ruby, your apartment, it's absolutely devastating.
Well, thank you. Mrs. Wheeler, make yourself comfortable. What can I do for you?
Actually, I dropped by to invite you to a dinner party at my home this evening. I know it's the last minute, and if you have other plans, I understand, but Mark and I would be so happy if you could attend.
Mrs. Wheeler, I wouldn't miss it for the world.
And it won't interfere with your work?
Oh, no, Lurleen can handle things at the coop. So what time do you want me to get there?
Around about 8. And don't do anything fancy. It's just a simple little dinner party.
Who else gonna be there?
Just the 5 of us. Mark and Brett and Ricky Decker and myself and you. It's by way of a little family celebration to thank you for everything you've done.
Mr. Wheeler's not gonna be there?
Well, we begged him, of course, but unfortunately he had a previous engagement.
Reena Decker.
I beg your pardon?
Oh, I'm sorry, Mrs. Wheeler. I really shouldn't have said that. It's just that I don't understand why a man like Mr. Wheeler can't see through Reena Decker.
Why, she seems to be a perfectly respectable lady.
Well, yeah, that's how she seems, but appearances can be deceiving.
Yes, I'm sure they can.
Oh, Mrs. Wheeler, if you only knew. Well, I guess someday somebody is going to see Reena Decker for what she really is.
And what is that, Ruby?
Oh, I'd rather not be the one to say, Mrs. Wheeler. You know that old expression, if you start slinging mud, you're bound to get dirty.
How true. Well, then we can expect you at the party tonight?
Oh, yeah, I'll be there just as soon as I can.
Good.
Mrs. Wheeler, I really like Mark a lot, and Brett, too. And I hope that you and me can become friends.
I think that's entirely possible, Ruby. After all, we do seem to have a lot in common.
Yeah, we do, don't we?
I'm going to look forward to getting to know you better. I think we're going to get on just fine.
I think so, too.
See you tonight, then.
Thank you very much, Mrs. Wheeler. I'll see you.
My, that is an original set of chimes.
I did it. I did it. Billy Joe said it couldn't be done, but I did it. I have finally broken through to the top of Houston society. And tonight, I'm going to be dining with candlelight and silver. Oh, yeah!
Good evening, Mr. Weston.
Vicky, I didn't expect you here this evening.
I hope you don't mind.
Now, you know better than that. I just thought that little awkwardness with Stryker this morning might keep you away.
Hunt, I told you that would have no effect on our friendship, and I meant it.
I'm glad. I'm pretty used to seeing you around here.
You mean you've grown accustomed to my face?
Yep, something like that. Sit down.
Thank you.
It's a nice face, a nice smile. I like having you.
I like being here.
So,
Business seems to have picked up.
Mm-hmm. As soon as I made those appearances on KVIK, people started showing up.
I knew they would.
I have a lot to thank you for.
Hunt, you know this gratitude thing is a two-way street. Your appearances have done a great deal for the Billy Joe show. The public really seem to like you.
Vicki, I'm really glad you came by tonight.
Well, young lady, I was just telling your friend here that he's made a remarkable recovery.
I know.
As far as the bullet wound is concerned, all you need now is time. I venture to say that within a few months he'll be as strong as ever.
Well, that's wonderful.
The blindness, however, is another matter. I hope you understand why we didn't tell you about your condition at first.
Of course. Listen, Doc, I really appreciate everything that you've done.
Well, we're waiting for another blood test, but as far as I can see, you should be ready for release almost any day now.
Did you hear that, Lurleen? Looks like they're going to spring me out of here pretty soon now.
Well, that's wonderful, Joe.
I'll be back as soon as I have the results of the test.
Well, I'll be here.
Yeah, so you will.
I can't wait to get out of here, Lurleen. I mean, they've been awful good to me, but,
Well, I can't blame you. Hospitals aren't much fun. Joe, where will you go?
Well, the doc was just talking to me about these convalescent centers where you go for a couple of weeks and adjust to the blindness.
Where would the center be?
I don't know exactly. Hey, listen, if it's not too far out of Houston, would you come and visit me?
I'll come visit you no matter where the center is. If you really want me to.
Of course I really want you to. I need you, Lurleen. You're my little tower of strength, you know?
Get them out of here.
Get them out.
Well, I don't have time to order more. Make a note for me to call the florist in the morning. That kind of a slip-up is unforgivable. Looks like I'm going to have to do everything myself around here. Did you get the champagne?
Yes, ma'am.
Good. And it's the brand that I ordered?
Oh, yes, ma'am. I spelled it out for the man over the phone, and that's what he sent.
And what about the caviar?
Imported caviar from the Caspian, just like you ordered.
Oh, good, Vivian. At least we'll have some little semblance of civilization around here at last. John is putting the car away. He'll be in a minute. And I've given him an instruction to help you in any way he can.
Oh, thank you, ma'am.
Oh, and one last thing, Vivian.
Yes, ma'am.
When all my guests have arrived, I'd like you to come to my room and let me know.
Yes, ma'am.
You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Vivian.
There you are.
Mrs. Wheeler says I'm supposed to help you.
I know.
Well, what do you want me to do?
Stay out of the kitchen.
Oh.
You can carry these. I have everything under control.
Well, if you don't, Mrs. Wheeler does.
I wouldn't be so sure about that.
Care to make a little wager on it?
What kind of a wager?
I'll bet you that Mrs. Wheeler has everything her own way at the party tonight.
How will we know whether she does or not?
I'll let you be the judge, okay? All right, now if you say that she's the hit of the evening, then you'll go to the opera with me. And if you say she isn't, then I'll take you square dancing.
I like this bet. No matter what happens, I win.
Should be an interesting evening.
And no matter where we wind up, you've got flowers for my corsage.
Oh, yeah.
Stay tuned for the next part of Texas. And now, the next part of Texas.
I hope you don't mind having a quiet dinner here.
Well, since it was my suggestion, I'm stuck with it. Now, what was the thing that bothered you the most today? Was it Justin's visit to the office?
I'd rather not think about Justin tonight, okay?
Fair enough.
You know, I was afraid you wouldn't be able to make it here tonight.
Why not?
When I left your office, I ran into Judith, and I just thought...
Reena. I told you, Judith is not coming between us.
What did she want?
She wanted to inform me about a dinner party that she's giving tonight.
I assume you were invited.
Do buffaloes roam? I think that invite is not really the proper word. She expected me to be there, and she was kind of surprised when I said no.
What kind of a party was it?
Well, kind of a celebration for Brett and Mark and the other two.
Maybe you should have gone.
Oh, no. You see, that's the kind of obligation that she wants me to labor under, and I will not countenance it.
But maybe Brett and Mark will be disappointed if you're not there.
They'll understand. And Judith has got to understand that she can't come down here to Houston and run my life all over again. What's the matter?
I was just thinking what a strong bond children can be.
Well, think about this.
The love that a man and woman share is an equally strong bond.
Good evening.
Good evening. Oh, Mark! Mark, hi.
Ruby, I didn't know you were going to be here.
You didn't?
No.
Well, your mom came over. She invited me for dinner.
Fantastic.
Yeah, she came by the apartment. We had a real nice chat.
Oh, I'm glad. Come on in.
Thank you. Well, how come she didn't tell you that I was going to come?
Because I haven't seen her yet. I didn't even know there was going to be a party till I got home. I thought it was just dinner as usual, no big deal.
Oh, I guess I'm the first one here, huh?
Uh-huh. Can I get you a drink?
No thanks. Not right now. Your mom's real nice.
Did she, say anything to you about who else was coming?
Oh, yeah, she said it was going to be you and her and Brett and Ricky and me.
Well, that's 5. Vivian said 6. Must be a mystery someplace.
I hope not. I tell you, I had enough mystery to last me the rest of my life when we were stuck in that cave.
I know what you mean.
Actually, I think the 6th person was supposed to be your dad.
I don't think so. He had an appointment tonight.
It's too bad. I would have liked a chance to get to know both your parents.
Well, there'll be plenty of time for that in the future.
Will there?
Mm-hmm. You look fantastic.
Well, you don't look too bad yourself.
Thank you. Would you like some caviar?
Yeah, sure. What do I do with it?
Eat it. Haven't you ever had any before?
Well, they weren't real big on caviar in Waco.
Well, it's real simple. Just spread a little on a cracker like this. Try it.
Maybe I could get to like this stuff. How much does it cost, anyway?
Oh, about $200 a pound.
I guess I just got naturally expensive taste.
Good evening, John.
Good evening.
Hi, Mark, Ruby. Ricky,
Hi,
how
Rick.
you doing? Good. Question is, how you doing? I've been better. But Joel's strong and he's in good hands. So, where's Brett? I don't know. I think she's upstairs getting dressed. Oh. You know, that's real strange. It generally doesn't take Brett any time at all. Mom's usually the last one down. Brett's usually the first one to come down those stairs.
That was Ricky.
Okay, so how many people are here?
Well, there's 3 downstairs, and Mrs. Wheeler and Brett are still upstairs.
5. We're 1 short. So I'm not supposed to notify Mrs. Wheeler until they're all here.
It's getting kind of late.
I know, but I'm just following my instructions.
Thank you, sir. You're welcome, sir.
Boy, a week ago, I never would have dreamed that I would be sitting here in River Oaks, eating caviar and drinking wine.
Neither did I, but it's kind of nice, isn't it?
That caviar sure tastes a lot better than them dehydrated eggs.
Good evening, everyone.
In another world, Sandy and Cecile have a baby girl. Will this mean the end of his affair with Blaine?
I will never let you be free.
Weekdays on NBC.
America's favorite cops are on the move. Chips comes to daytime.
You got it.
Ponch and John always get their man, and their women, too. Chips starts Monday afternoon on NBC.
Hello, Ricky. It's nice of you to come.
My pleasure, Mrs. Wheeler.
And Ruby. My, what a stunning outfit.
Oh, thank you, Mrs. Wheeler. Yours is beautiful, too.
I'm glad you like it. It was designed for me in Paris.
I thought so. You know, you can't buy something like that at the neighborhood shopping mall.
Would you care for an aperitif, Mrs. Wheeler?
Oh, no, thank you, John. I think it's time to crack open that champagne. After all, this is a celebration.
Champagne?
Oh, Mark, do you know where Brett is? I haven't seen her. I hope she's not in the kitchen working with Vivian.
Well, it looks like she took a leaf out of your book, Mom. She hasn't come down yet.
Oh, really? How odd. That's not at all like Brett. Oh, hold the champagne, John. I think we'll wait for her.
Yes, Mrs. Wheeler.
Mrs. Wheeler, I really love your house. I think it's beautiful with all these cute antiques and that darling little whale over the door there.
Yes, well, it isn't exactly to my taste. I'm glad you like it. But the space is nice.
Yeah, I love these big rooms.
Well, there isn't anything wrong that a good decorator couldn't fix.
I'll bet you're good at that.
Well, you know, I really do like the challenge. Mark, remember the house when we first moved to it on Pinckney Street? How gloomy it was and cramped? And, you know, those Boston townhouses, they're so small and so narrow. Anyway, I kept asking Grant if we couldn't get someone in and tear out that entryway and put in a sunroom. He was reluctant, of course, because his great-great-uncle or something had been the original architect. Anyway, I put up with it for as long as I could, and then, when he went to Europe, to Brussels on a month...
Brett.
Hello, Ricky. Hello, everybody.
Should I serve the champagne now?
Yes, John. Champagne sounds wonderful.
Vicky, you know how much you mean to me. And I just like to think there's a chance for something more than a few nights in this bar together.
I like you, Hunt. I like you a great deal. But please don't pressure me into a commitment I can't give you.
I'm sorry, Vicky. I didn't mean to pressure you. It's just that I'd like to see our relationship go farther. You know, I really loved that private little dinner we had together. The dancing, the kiss, holding you. And I know you enjoyed it too.
I did. But, Hunt, I can't rush into something. Especially when I'm not certain that what we have can develop into something more.
When will you be certain?
Soon. Very soon.
That's all I wanted to hear. The pressure's off. You know how I feel? So we can just concentrate on having a good time tonight.
I'd like that, Hunt. I'd like that very much.
Brett, you do look spectacular tonight.
What, only tonight?
You know what I mean.
Ricky's right, Brett. This is a brand new image.
And a very agreeable one. Really, Brett, you ought to make the effort more often. The effect is quite astonishing.
Well, thank you, Mother. I'm glad you approve.
I hope you like the champagne. I ordered it especially for tonight.
Oh,
It's very good.
I never met a champagne yet that I didn't love.
I'd like to propose a toast. To your safe return, and to my reunion with Mark and Brett.
Here, here.
To our return.
Well, I must say we all look a heck of a lot better than we did in that cave.
I'm sure you do.
It was such a horrible place. It was so dark and creepy and wet.
Geologically, it was fascinating.
Oh, well, trust Brett to find a way to defend it.
Well, the very worst part of it was when these snakes came falling through this hole in the sky. They were so slimy, and they landed all over this rock and everything.
Yes, I'm quite sure it's an experience you'd all rather forget. Ruby, have you tried the pâté?
No, I don't think so.
Really, do try some. Mark, would you help her to some?
Sure, Mom.
Yes, Vivian. Shall I hold dinner for Mr. Wheeler?
No, that won't be necessary.
Oh, in that case, dinner's ready any time.
Thank you, Vivian.
You know, Brett, I'm still in shock. I have never seen you so dressed up before.
Well, obviously you don't remember the time that I came home on Pinckney Street and found this little devil in my cotillion gown, my new sable, and Grandma Wheeler's emerald brooch.
I was all of 11 at the time.
Yeah, and it was the first time you ever wore a dress.
Oh, Mark, it wasn't quite true. But you always wear an awful little tomboy most of the time.
Well, I just wasn't into dolls and things.
Well, you certainly were a wonderful sight when I came through that door. You were only 11 years old, you're right, but you looked very sophisticated. You know, I could never get her to dress like that again, and I'll never understand why you did it the first time.
Mark, shall we tell her?
Tell her what?
It was a bet.
I bet her that she didn't have the nerve to get dressed up like that.
But I did.
Yeah, I ended up losing my Boy Scout backpack, as a matter of fact.
And your canteen. I loved that canteen.
Was it really a bet?
Mm-hmm.
And all this time I thought you did it just to please me.
Well, shall we go into dinner?
Yes, that's a very good suggestion. Mark, you'll be on my right, Brett on my left. I've waited a long time for this evening.
Looks like we're going square dancing.
We are?
I win the bet. Mrs. Wheeler is definitely not getting everything her way.
Going on?
I was just thinking about you. And how eminently comfortable you are to be with.
You mean you're not missing the party for Brett and Mark?
No. They'll understand.
Brett will. I'm not sure about Mark.
Why do you say that?
I don't mean to imply that he's not sensitive. I mean, you know how crazy I am about Mark. It's just that I think that Judith has more influence over Mark than she does Brett.
It's possible. I don't want to talk about Judith. I don't want to talk about Mark. I don't want to talk about Brett. I don't want to talk about anything that intrudes on our evening.
You're right. I'm sorry.
There's only one thing I do want to talk about. There's only one thing that I want to think about. You.
I'll never forget my first formal dinner party. I was all of 7 years old at the time, and I'd been properly trained by a strict Bostonian grandmother. At any rate, I found myself at the end of the table, sitting next to a rather large lady that appeared to be totally baffled by all the silverware. She proceeded to eat her salad with the wrong fork, and then I spent the entire meal telling her all about the proper table manners. When I got home, my father was furious. Apparently, she was the wife of one of his business partners. I was in disgrace for a week. I certainly hope I've learned a little something about party giving since then.
Well, if this is any indication, you certainly have.
Thank you, Ricky. Would you like some champagne?
Oh, no thanks. I'm just fine.
Well, my first formal dinner party was quite different from Mother's.
I'm afraid I don't remember, Brett.
Oh, of course you do, Mother. You were furious with me at the time.
Well, if you say so.
I was about 10 years old, and I hated anything formal, and you and Dad insisted on dragging me off to Aunt Harriet's for a dinner party. I was miserable and sulking until we went into dinner.
Yeah, I remember. Aunt Harriet made the mistake of sitting next to that professor, what's his name?
Dr. Norton Brewster Gardner, eminent author, head of the Harvard history department, and he hated anything formal almost as much as I did.
But he loved precocious little girls.
Well, he liked me. We spent the whole meal reconstructing the Battle of Bunker Hill with Parker House rolls and carrot sticks.
I'll never forget the look on Aunt Harriet's face.
Oh, I had a wonderful time, and I didn't have to go to another dinner party for years.
Yes, I learned my lesson. There are some people you can't punch into a mold, and Brett's one of them.
Well, it seems to me that all of your children are pretty independent.
Yes. My children are a never-ending source of surprise.
I made up a list of convalescent centers, and you're going to have to select one of them.
I'll help you with that, Joe.
Doc, listen, I've had some second thoughts about this convalescence place. Why couldn't I just call some of my friends and see if I couldn't stay with one of them for a little while?
Oh, theoretically, it's possible. That's if you carry out the necessary therapy, but practically, it really is not a very good idea.
Why not?
Well, because it's absolutely imperative at the early stages of your treatment that you have somebody who can be with you at all times.
Oh.
Yeah, that can be a problem.
Yeah, all my friends work.
Well, convalescent centers aren't really that bad. You're going to meet a group of really nice people, and in fact, many of them will be facing the same problems you are.
Doc, is there any chance that I could get my release date set for tomorrow?
There's a good chance on it. I'll let you know about that. Well, I guess we'll leave you two alone now. You keep an eye on them, will you?
I will.
Well, you heard the man. Sounds like it's off to the convalescent center for me. Lurleen? Lurleen, are you still here?
Yeah, sure am. I'm right here. Joel, it's gonna be all right. Really, it is.
Stay tuned. Texas will be right back.
Okay, everybody, let's hear it for the star of the evening. After that fantastic dinner, I think she deserves a round of applause.
Mark, you shouldn't have done that. It isn't nice to embarrass the help.
Oh, come on, Ma. Vivian isn't help. Vivian's... Vivian.
Exactly.
Well, whoever she is some kind of cook, and this was certainly some kind of dinner party.
Yes, it really was.
I'm so glad you all enjoyed it.
I would like to propose a toast to Mrs. Wheeler for showing us such a great time.
Here.
And to someone else who's absent this evening, undoubtedly for a good reason. Someone who was instrumental in getting us back here safely. To my father, wherever he may be.
This part of Texas was brought to you by Oxidol. Oxidol bleaches as it washes. For white so white, they'll actually compare to new. Starting Monday, be sure to look for Texas at its new time. Check your local listings.
While it's 43 degrees.